I forget. The umbrella company is called like BC Ltd.
It's a bunch of numbers and stuff.
225, something like I don't know. Yvonne named it before I told her, hey, we should probably give kind of distinctive sounding names to all the companies. She's like, what's not distinctive about? And like rattles off 9 digits. And I'm sitting here going, woman, I barely know my own phone number.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so
but like
I don't even know. So it's a mix.
We're trying to do infrastructure. Okay, but that doesn't work either. And I'll get into that in a second. But we're trying to do like infrastructure stuff here. And this isn't even something we're working on, but just this is my best example for it.
Yeah.
So if you're doing building access, what is the domain for people to gain building access?
I don't know.
Oh, whatever it ends up being. Let's just say we name it after the parent company, LMG.
But that's not right because
what if you only work at Creator Warehouse and you enter a building that is only for Creator Warehouse? Why are you putting that one in? That's weird.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah. I think we've just got to go.
And people are like, oh, you're like a tech lifestyle company. I'm like, yeah? The like giant lab with a power supply tester that's taller than you are is tech lifestyle?
Yeah, not really.
No, not really.
And then labs, we made the decision, I think mostly because Yvonne doesn't feel like admitting another company. We made the decision to not spin labs off into a separate company.
That one's under the umbrella, but not everything else.
That one's Linus Media Group.
You start adding slashes. So you were like, oh, it's just a combination with them. Okay, so it's LMG, CW, Lab, FP, and then what if we add Badminton? And then what if we add something else?
Yeah.
So like eventually it's just going to be like a bunch of random letters with slashes between it. Well, like that
let me talk about the Badminton Center because so this is more of a personal side project for me, though. I mean, what isn't, I guess, at this point in time. So the Badminton Center, we were trying to figure out how to handle the accounting.
Please don't just put your name at the front of whatever the hell it is. Is that your plan?
No. We'll talk about that later in the show, actually, because I was going to solicit your advice for how to name the Badminton Center. So we'll talk about that later. But we were trying to figure out, because if we're going to have a center, we're going to need a pro shop. And if we're going to have a pro shop, and we already know everything we know about online commerce, why don't we just have a web shop? And if we're going to have a web shop, well, why don't we just ship to all the same regions?
We should review badminton equipment. And then we should add stuff in the lab to check like tensile strength of strings and durability of different rackets. Yes.
No, not that.
Okay, good.
But we were trying to figure out how to handle if Creator Warehouse just uses all of its knowledge and expertise to run the web shop.
Sure, just add another Shopify store.
Right. How does the accounting work for that? I have no idea. I don't know. It's actually way more complicated than people probably think.
Because you can't just like do stuff for free.
No.
And if it's a different company, like
that's not your job.
Yeah.
So then you have to contract it. But then,
and when I say that you can't just do stuff for free, I mean legally.
Yeah.
You literally can't.
You can't.
Yeah.
Creator Warehouse can't just do Linus Badminton Co.'s accounting for it.
Yeah.
That's not how that works.
Yeah.
So they would have to bill them. But then, hold on a second. Who holds the inventory? Who actually issues the PO? And if it's Creator Warehouse that holds the inventory, then are they just an unnecessary middle entity between actual distributors and the pro shop, which is going to operate physically and is going to have to collect Canadian currency?
Could you run like a...
Whereas Creator Warehouse only collects U.S. currency right now in order to make it not a complete cluster.
So good. So good. You could maybe do... I know back in the day, Geek Squad used to operate out of Best Buy, but was a separate company.
Right.
So could it be like Creator Warehouse's pro shop and they like pay the badminton company rent?
I don't know.
Is that easier?
Is that good use of Creator Warehouse's time? So if Linus, the CEO
Probably
of
not.
Creator Warehouse, comes in and is like, hey, I have like a little personal project that is never going to make any money. Why don't you dedicate a bunch of time to that? Oh, your KPIs that actually matter? Yeah, you're still going to have to do those things anyway, but I also do that. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to figure out what that's going to
Sick.
look like. Yeah.
Cool. Very cool.
Let's talk about the name.
Yeah. Do you have any ideas?
Yes.
Okay. Sweet.
I asked ChatGPT.
So they're probably pretty generic. Did you feed it like some?
Yeah, well, what I did was I fed it a couple. I asked it, what's a good name for a badminton racket club? And then from there, it gave me some ideas, and I said, I kind of like this one, this one, this one, and this one. Can you give me some more suggestions like that?
Okay, good.
And then I kind of went, I don't like this one or this one.
Negative prompts are very helpful.
These are kind of long. Can you give me stuff that's shorter? And
Did you paste them? No.
I'm not sure if you're gonna. I'm not sure. So we actually kind of settled on something. I kind of like it, but okay. You know what? I want to call it Smash Club.
Oh no, I love that.
Okay.
I'm so down. Is that not taken already?
It might be. We haven't done a trademark search or anything like that, but I kind of want to call
Holy
it
crap.
Smash Club.
Please let me. Okay, please. You don't have to,
Yeah.
but please. In the waiting room,
Yeah.
one of the couches.
Rule number. Oh.
Yes.
One of the couches.
Yes.
We need to have a TV. And just Smash Bros. No other game.
So you went there with it.
Yeah.
See,
No, I get it.
no. I went like Fight Club.
Oh yeah.
Like
No,
rule number one is you do talk about Smash Club. Your word of mouth referrals mean a lot to us.
yeah.
So whatever
Yeah,
else.
yeah.
But where I was actually going with it is I think it's a really funny double entendre.
I just think it's a good name. To be straight up, I just think it's a good name.
So you still haven't gotten to Smash Club.
That's where I thought Luke was going with it. In the lobby with the couch.
Oh no.
Black couch.
Yeah, what kind of couch is this,
I'm
Luke?
with you
yeah.
guys. I got all three of those.
Okay, all right.
I'm just trying to figure out how we can get the domain. Because I'm so down. Did you get the domain?
No. So
How can you say this publicly without getting the domain? Brother.
Smash Brother?
Can someone no, we should do this.
I don't know. It might not be possible anyway. It says rackets by day, swingers club by night, right? So, did I tell you my idea of putting black lights over some of the courts and doing disco badminton?
Are you gonna
Like black light
paint the tips of the shuttles?
Oh, I don't think you'd have to. They're white. Oh. They might glow anyway.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Or you could definitely use the plastic, the nylon shuttles. Those yellow ones would almost certainly fluoresce.
Just glow.
Yeah. So yeah, I have a little bit more detail. It is likely going to be 14 courts, so it's going to be pretty awesome. We had an opportunity to partner with a local club that is going to run training programs, or that wants to run training programs. We haven't locked down the deal 100% yet, but it looks really promising right now. And so there'll be a partnership with them to get this thing off the ground. I'm actually very excited. It's kind of my retirement dream to run a badminton center, which isn't to say I'm retiring, but it'll be
He's
there.
done, boys.
It'll be there.
Smash Club. I like Smash Club. I actually really like that name. I really wish you didn't say it on the show.
I don't know. You never know. Maybe we'll get a deal. Because the truth is that I actually have other ideas that I lean towards more that I am not saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was more just like a joke one. If we can get it,
I just like Smash Club because even if you don't look at it from the joking angles, and these are always the best names in my opinion. There's a bunch of ways that it's funny, but also a smash is actually a thing.
Well, I also kind of wanted something that fit in with sort of the theme of all the local clubs. So there's Drive, there's Ace, there's Clear.
And then
like,
there's Smash.
And then yeah, we'd be like Smash.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Whatever,
I think it's even. I don't think it's even a bad name if you just look at purely seriously, and then it's also funny.
What I don't like about it is that it's really not a great domain for a web store. Smashclub.com, like to go like shop. It doesn't even. It's not self-explanatory.
Oh, you don't want the .com. The .com's really expensive.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, do you know?
40 grand.
Yeah, that's not happening.
I think someone saw it cheaper somewhere else, but it was like 28 grand. Like it's, yeah. There's other options for domains that like could work though.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, but we're not doing that. Another idea I had that I thought would be really funny. And again, this one is not real. We're not actually going to do this. But I was thinking like what
about this?
Yeah, you never know. Like what I had in mind was like racketshuttle.net or something.
Oh.
Cause like it racket, shuttle, and net, like it's part of the equipment. I don't know. I just want to have fun with it. I just want it to be fun. And the black lights would be so cool for LAN events. If we did up the whole place with like UV lighting, it could
be pretty sick
at like midnight or something. Yeah, just everything goes like black light for the rest of the night.
We play. What's like a neon-inspired LAN game? There's got to be something.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, hard to say.
Halo starts at midnight, even though it's not really. I don't know, not really, but like there's some Covenant stuff that's kind of like that. But like Halo starts at midnight, and everyone knows because the like main lights go out, and black lights come on. Everyone jumps on Halo CE local servers. Like, oh, that'd be sick.
Oh, that's something we've got to figure out. We need to have like a giant projector setup that's just like sort of permanently set up by the stage or something. Oh, I hadn't really thought of that because the walls are going to have to be blue or green so that you have enough contrast for the shuttles, like for during the actual use that the facility is actually for.
You should paint them in like blue and green, like blue and green screen paint.
Yes and no.
Does it not work properly?
Yeah, you want it to be a little more washed out than that. It shouldn't be quite that vibrant, or it's a little hard on the
that
eyes.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
that's fair.
But we'll have to figure out something. We'll have to figure out some way to do like a giant projector screen, so we can just be like, yeah, here's the directory that you definitely shouldn't go to
how did that get there?
Not get any copies of games or whatever. That doesn't happen at LANs. That's not a thing. So put that up, and then instructions or whatever else. Like Halo Custom Edition, for example, has this annoying bug where if you don't install this like weird obscure old Windows patch, the kill feed doesn't work.
Yeah.
And that sucks.
That sucks. You want the kill feed in Halo
at a LAN? That is not cool.
Yeah, you want to dunk on each other. And then if we do any like little mini tournaments or whatever, you want to be able to throw it up on the projector if you can.
Hold on a second. Okay. I'm full of ideas today. What if we had like a main stage where all we have is keyboards, mice, and monitors, and optical DisplayPort and USB connections, so that anyone with their rig
you could jack into your actual personal rig
and then go play on the stage.
Oh, interesting.
Or we could, or alternately, we could jack into 16 or however many, like 5x5 or 8 versus 8. We could jack into them and we could display everyone's.
You don't even need. You could let people. I think people hauling their keyboard and mouse wouldn't be a problem. People hauling their monitors is going to get a little ridiculous. But if you let them bring their own keyboard and mouse, So just take your keyboard and mouse, whatever. It takes seconds. And then we have this setup that's mostly there, and then you can crank it out up on stage.
If all we needed was the spectating, then you could just probably do something over NDI and capture that way. And we could
There's definitely ways we could pull off of their systems if you wanted the people up on stage.
Yeah, but if you wanted the teams like facing each other, like at a real esports event, even if it's just randoms, right? I think it'd be way more fun if you just had like a main stage, match place.
I agree.
And people would go up there, so you could be like just stand up, like it's too much fun. You want that energy, right?
Someone in chat said do a proper LAN instead, like Quake LAN. I've never done Quake LAN personally.
What do you mean by proper LAN instead?
The whale LAN that we just did was exactly to a T how I like WANs to go. LANs to go, not WANs. And I hope that they will stay similar to that.
A proper LAN is whatever you decide it is. It's whatever's fun. It's getting together with your homies and playing video games. There's no such thing as a proper LAN.
The things that we're against is like non-participation, people sitting around on like social media networks at a LAN. Like, no, man. Like,
let's play some video games.
Let's play some games. It's not about what you play all the time when you're at home.
Yeah.
It's about showing up and having fun playing whatever.
It's about participation.
Is currently going on.
Yeah.
We had the like real mark of success of Whale Land to me was every time that we would do something like super random, just the whole place was up doing it.
Oh yeah, nobody was at their computer.
We did chair curling.
Yeah.
And like nobody was still playing games. Everyone was like, yeah, let's curl some chairs. And they're all like cheering to ridiculous degrees and stuff. Like that was great. That was awesome. Exactly what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
100%.